So I did my research report on finance and investing and how I feel students don't get enough education on finance and investing coming out of high school. This definitely related to me because I decided to go to community college to save money in the first place and also just to kind of explore my major. Um, but then once I started getting a job, I was living with my parents, so I didn't really have much things to spend my money on. So I just kind of started racking up the money with the jobs I had, which was officiating and volleyball coaching. So I thought that just having the money sit in your bank account wasn't a good idea, and obviously it's not, because you want to continuously grow your money when it's sitting there stagnant. So I didn't really have any education though of what to do. So I did what any normal person would do is just ask around, ask with the connections I've made. Um, and then through that, through like family and friends and yeah, I was even asking like professors, like my econ teacher. I found out what to do really, and that was like make a Roth IRA retirement account and just contribute some money every now and then. Um, and then you could also open up just a regular brokerage account, um, just things I didn't know, investing in mutual funds, or even just kind of being risky and investing in crypto and things like that. But there's always like a margin. There's a huge margin. You can invest the safe way, or you can invest the risky way. And before talking to all these people, I didn't really. I thought everything was just risky. So I didn't know that if you just contribute uh, part of your paycheck every once in a while into this like safe mutual fund, you're gonna grow a lot more than it just sitting in like a savings bank account. So I did this research report to survey how much students knew about investing and how interested they are in it. So you could see the questions I asked were kind of formed in that way. I obviously started off with some demographic questions and then moved to psychographic. Um, but in the next part of this video, I'll go over the results I got, and you could see the questions I asked. So I first asked if the survey taker is a student, and as you can see, we have a huge population of students, over 90%. So then on to the gender, we have a good split of male and females, but majority males at 57%. So then I went right into the household income, and as you can see, we have a pretty, honestly, wealthy population right here with 38% over 100,000. And then as we move on to employment status, we see that most survey takers are employed and are working as students. And then as I continued the survey right off the bat, I asked how important saving and investing is for them. And as you can see, we have pretty high numbers here at 4 and 5, indicating that people do want to save and invest. But here comes a question if they have the knowledge or not. So then as I continued down the survey, I asked how much money do they actually invest, and as I hypothesized, 57% of people do not invest, which is a huge amount, way too big, in my opinion. And then another important question I wanted to ask is if they feel they've received enough education on finance, and as we can see, 71% saying no, which is another huge amount, proving my hypothesis again. So this next one is kind of interesting to me because I asked when they plan on retiring, and most people said the average age is 60 to 69. But I feel like people's perception of retirement is kind of flawed because um, I feel everyone's goal should be to retire honestly early as they can, um, which pretty much means they're generating money without doing anything, but still probably working on something that is fun to them or they're passionate about. So I feel like that should definitely be lower in today's age. Um, and then as we move on here, the majority of survey takers get their financial and education advice from family, which is interesting because I feel like it would be more swayed towards the internet. But like I mentioned earlier in my intro, I got most of my information from the connections and my family as well. So as I mentioned earlier, I felt that the over 100,000 household population would affect this question, and I think it did a little bit, honestly, because we have a wide range of 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, saying that America has, the question is based on, has America given you all the opportunities needed to succeed financially? Um, and there's a lot of nines and tens, but I feel like that's definitely towards the people that have more money, and then the people that don't have as much household income, it's obviously swayed towards the left. Um, so I think money and finance and education are not being taught enough in our classrooms, and these are important things that students need to be educated about right from the get-go in order for them to be successful and in order for them to increase their income, retire earlier, and be successful in life. My hypothesis was right that students aren't getting enough education on these topics. But I think as there's easy solutions to this, honestly, in our education system, which we are already seeing, and that I've asked people about because I feel like more people are being taught actual finance questions in high school now, or finance classes in high school now, um, which are geared towards taxes, investing, financing, just all that basic info which students need. So honestly, that's all we need is just really good structured education classes that focus on the real life aspects of life and not like things that we're not ever going to use. So, thank you.